Hello, today we are going to have a reading for Pisces for the week of 24th through the 30th. So we are going to have a look in the recent past, current situation, and near future for Pisces. Let's see what we have for Pisces. So we have Seven of Swords, the Tower, Five of Cups, Ace of Cups, Prince of Cups, Princess of Cups, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the overall energy is the High Priestess. So, the overall energy, the High Priestess. Silence to find answers, intuition, introspection, knowing yourself, psychic ability and vision, remembering, seeking inner wisdom, mystery, stillness and receptivity, somebody with great inner vision and wisdom, learning from your intuition, inaction as the best course of action. In the recent past, we have Seven of Swords, stealth and deception, manipulation and politics, discarding honor and necessity, thievery and betrayal, acting in the shadows, being dishonest, exposing dishonesty in others, cunning and guile, using tricks to get answers. We also have the Tower. Sudden destruction and devastation, catastrophe, destruction of the ego or sense of self, painful awakening and realization, a bolt out of the blue, removal of constructs in your life, fall from grace, falsely built parts of your life torn down, hubris, revelation through extreme pain. And we also have the Five of Cups. Grief at loss, mourning an ending, despair, loss of a loved one, emotional hurt, knowing that grief serves a purpose, respecting the grief and loss of another, sadness being temporary. We also have the Ace of Cups, being open to love in the current situation, receiving the light of the divine, being filled with love and joy. You cannot fill a cup that is already full, receptivity to allow for fullness, letting go and surrendering to joy, bliss and ecstasy, the touch of the divine, peace being channeled into the world, being so full of love that you cannot contain it, compassion for the world. We also have the Prince of Cups. Yearning for union and reunion, a lover or suitor, romance and courtship, the knight in shining armor, romantic love, seeking understanding or hoping for a relationship, poetry and messages of love, desire, seeking spiritual wisdom. And Princess of Cups. The muse, creative inspiration, artistry and creative ventures, the awakening of a creative impulse, the beginnings of love, imagination and a dreamlike state, a daydreamer or artist, somebody at the beginning of a career in the arts, awakening the intuition. We also have the King of Swords in the near future. A master strategy or tactic, a strategist, somebody who plans ahead, being in control, logic is paramount, a cold, harsh person, a lawyer or judge, putting plans into action, solving a puzzle, cutting through confusion with clear sight. Queen of Swords. Expression of ideas, communication, teaching and nurturing ideas in others, gaining wisdom from others, somebody who speaks for others, advocacy, a teacher or trainer, intellectual self-reliance, somebody with no patience for ignorance, words cutting to the truth, an Eight of Pentacles. Practice makes perfect. Learning from a master, apprenticeship, learning a skill or talent, application and dedication, hard work, the hard grind of a job, training and honing skills, improvement, hard work leading to greater work, shaping the situation through tireless work. Clarification for the High Priestess in the overall energy. Okay, so we are going to have a look at the High Priestess. And we have Two of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Two of Pentacles. So Two of Wands. You need to pause and contemplate where you are, where you have been, and where you are going. You are at a crossroads. Plan before you take any action. You are in a position of power and can now take the time to do so. Possible outcome. You will soon reach a crossroads. You will look back where you have come from and where you want to go. You may start to map out a plan to explore new directions and may become established, independent, and ready to expand. Seven of Swords. You need to evaluate the opposition you are offering or encountering. Be logical, persistent, and try not to resort to deceit and trickery. See if any of your troubles are self-created. Eliminate your most negative behavior patterns. Possible outcome. You will evaluate the opposition you are encountering or creating. It may be very strong. With logic, persistence, and self-examination, negative behavior patterns can be overcome. Be aware of prejudice, fear, and deceit. And the Two of Pentacles. You need to be able to cope with change. For now, it might be better to keep two or more things going at once rather than focus on one. You must stay centered while you stay flexible and keep informed. Know thyself. Possible outcome. You will soon encounter a period of change and instability. You may have to focus on two or more things at once. Stay centered and informed, even as you keep flexible and versatile. A changeable person may be involved. Okay. We're also going to have a look at the Five of Cups in the recent past. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, Prince of Pentacles, and Princess of Pentacles. So the Wheel of Fortune. You need to be as lucky as you are skilled, maybe even more so in this instance. Luck comes most often when opportunity, preparation, and skill meet. Study the various arts and sciences devoted to cycles and timing. Possible outcome. You'll reap what you have sown. If you have prepared well and behaved honorably, this is a time of success. Knowledge of cycles increases your responsibilities. Luck is the meeting of opportunity, preparation, and skill. Prince of Pentacles. You need to be a part of the implementation of a new business idea. Be trustworthy, reliable, and a good provider. Speak seriously and only if you have something to say. Beware of being preoccupied with gain and possession. Possible outcome. You will encounter or must act like a reliable, dependable provider. A new business may start up. You may have to say and do whatever it takes to get the job done. A reliable young person may be involved. And the Princess of Pentacles. You need to concentrate on the communication of practical matters, useful information, and values. Trust your natural instincts. A new business idea is near. Take notes and make lists. Keep records and receipts safe and secure. Possible outcome. You may encounter or must act like someone who is involved in the communication of practical information and useful techniques. A new business idea may come to you. Consider proposing one. An earthy young person may become important. Okay. Now, we are also going to clarify the Prince of Cups in the current situation. Universe, give me 3 cards for the Prince of Cups in the current situation. Okay, so we have King of Swords, 9 of Swords, and Queen of Swords. Okay, so King of Swords. You need to use your intellect to get your way. Your schooling and knowledge of philosophy are important, but so are your idle thoughts and daydreams. You can also solve problems by using history, rules, laws, and diplomacy. Possible outcome. You will encounter or must act like an intellectual person whose knowledge of history, rules, laws, and diplomacy makes you very powerful. Schooling and the knowledge of philosophy will take on new importance. 9 of Swords. You need to realize that fears, if not confronted and understood, can lead to obsession, compulsion, paranoia, or physical illness. We all have a dark side that must be acknowledged. Avoid being a martyr. Get enough sleep. Possible outcome. You may encounter in yourself or another a situation where fears must be confronted and understood, or they will turn into obsession, compulsion, paranoia, or physical illness. Avoid becoming a martyr. Get enough sleep. And the Queen of Swords. You need to be independent. Empathy may distract you. Think with your head and not your heart. Devote your full attention to your situation, or the volume of information will overwhelm you. Be honest. Possible outcome. You will encounter or must act like an independent person who sees ideas and information as powers to be used. Sympathy will be lacking. Be careful that loneliness does not turn strength into rigidity, tactlessness, or prudishness. Perfect. And we are also going to clarify the Princess of Cups in the current situation. Universe, give me 3 cards for the Princess of Cups in the current situation. So we have the 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 5 of Wands. 4 of Swords. You need seclusion to deal properly with your situation. Retreat from pain, conflict, and distractions, and rid yourself of stress and anxiety. Ground and recharge yourself. Look inward for real change. Meditate daily. Possible outcome. You will evaluate seclusion, detachment, and retreat as methods for accomplishing great things. You will avoid pain, conflict, and distractions and lessen your stress and anxiety. Looking inward will recharge you. 3 of Swords. You need to get in touch with pain and sorrow. Denying that they exist leads to loss, hostility, and disease. Though life seems meaningless, recovery can occur. It takes faith, self-love, forgiveness, and time. Count your blessings. Possible outcome. You may encounter pain and sorrow in either yourself or another. Your defenses may be weakened. Despair may engulf you. Count your blessings. with yourself and others. Peace begins when expectations end. And the Five of Wands. You need to experience what competition really means and requires. Respect your opponent, but stand up for your point of view. Refuse to be a victim. Fight a tendency toward frustration, anger, hate, and prejudice. Possible outcome. You will experience what competition really means and requires. Respect your opponent, but stand up for your point of view. Refuse to be a victim. Fight against frustration, anger, hate, and prejudice, or they will hurt you too. So Pisces, this is what I have for you today for the 24th through the 30th of May. Hit the like button if you like my video. Also hit the subscribe button if you like my channels, and feel free to view the other YouTubers out there. They're really good, so please check them out. Have a lovely day and take care. Bye bye.